Hello. Good evening. Welcome, one and all. How are you? How's it going, everybody? I'm doing okay this evening. Megan and I got takeout for dinner, and it was very tasty. My lighting balance is all wrong, so I'm going to have to fix that. Why is my lighting balance always wrong? Hello, Zafty. Zafty's just subbed for 11 months. I commented in chat that I had a bit of a bad brain day today, so Zafty has blessed me with a sub saying bad brain day. Well, here is 11 months of sub to make bad brain day better. Well, thank you, Zafty. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've just felt like a lump all day today. I've not had not had much get up and go today. What can I say? But there, fix my cameras so that they don't look like butt. So tonight we the brightness changed on both cameras. Yes, I was doing that intentionally because my light was all wrong. So I did that on purpose. But hopefully plugging in my phone doesn't cause them to change again. Because that was what was weird last time, was I plugged in my phone and the camera light balance changed for no apparent reason. Why is the light so bad tonight? What is going on? I have done literally nothing different from normal. Okay, sure, why not? Oh, hey! It's TQ and Raiders. Welcome. Hello, everyone. How is Stardew Valley this evening? Welcome, QTs. I know those emotes. Here, I'll bark right back at you. There we go. Or bork right back, as the case may be. Welcome, everyone. Come on in and say hi. If you're not already, please go give TQ a follow. We're at twitch.tv/witchytq. TQ did all my emotes. TQ did all my emotes. So all those adorable little dogs. And you have TQ to thank for those. Yeah. Zandai just used the whole suite of currently available doggos. My TQ sub has lapsed, and I will have to go re-up it sometime soon. Because for a while there, I was doing the combo of the TQ Bork and then the Matler Bork back and forth to one another. But now I only have my own to Bork with. But they're both such good emotes. I like them both immensely. That little Bork emote, I've gotten so much mileage out of it. I love it. Bork, Bork, Bork. They're all good emotes. One day, maybe I'll hit partner and I can release the currently bit constrained emotes into the emote pool, and then everybody will have a wider range of adorable puppy dogs. So what are we doing here today? Well, I just started streaming like minutes ago, so I haven't even gone into my game yet. I was doing my typical. Yeah, that last one. So the bit limited ones, you only see the next available one locked. You don't see the entire list of them. So unless that's the next available one for you to unlock, and it's like the 25,000 bit emote or something like that, because I only have 5 non-bit emotes. So that one's hiding up in the rafters. I think only myself and maybe one other person have access to it. You see the next 3. That's weird. That's super weird. I don't know why that would be. It may be that nobody's unlocked it except me, and so as a consequence, nobody sees it. I don't know. Who knows? One day I'll hit partner, and I will move them all out of the bits and into the normal emote pool. Like, they gave me bit rewards, and so I wanted to fill some slots, but and I had some ideas for emotes that I wanted to get dealt with, but Twitch is weird. Twitch is very weird. Thank you to FWill134 for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So I was answering the question, what are we doing here today? We are playing Kingdom Hearts 3. That's the answer to what we're doing here today. But let this serve as a big warning to anybody who is just joining us via Raid and is interested in preserving the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 for themselves. We finished the story. We beat the final boss last night. So it's likely that there won't actually be a lot of story spoilers in the game this evening. But we are into the post-game. So we have post-game boss to do, and we have some like post-game mechanics to engage with. So if you're at all sensitive to spoilers on those things, you may want to avert your gaze. But for the purposes of this stream, I was going to be like, big story spoilers, but I think we're actually past big story spoilers for the most part. That's right. The specific goal for this evening is to unlock all the secret reports and then perform by reading the secret reports for additional story details. And it is very likely that I will preserve the beginning of Remind until tomorrow. I don't anticipate that I am going to begin Remind tonight. So we're just doing fun housekeeping stuff tonight. So that's the plan. All right. The poll for what I'm drinking hasn't finished, so I guess I'll get on with my first tradition, the traditional plugging in of the phone. Here's the phone. Here's a cable. Please brace your ear holes. Oh, you got the pops tonight. You did indeed get the pops tonight. That's what you need to start betting on. That's what the daily channel point bet should be. It's like, will there be pops or not? Because I have no way to affect the outcome. I haven't figured out how to replicate it or not. And chat has voted that Coke is my beverage of choice this evening. Well, chat has gotten wise. I don't have a button that I can press to have, like, a butler bring me a Coke Zero on a silver platter. I didn't say you. I said a butler. We hire help.
How?
They live in the servants' quarters. I do sort of mean the streaming office. I just press the button and then I get up and go get myself a Coke.
Yeah,
all right. So that's our traditions out of the way. Let's get on with this. Let's play some video games. Some video games. I need to get a dog and then train it to bring me a Coke. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. Hey, look, it's Kingdom Hearts. Whoops. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so I was told to continue. That's really loud in my ears. I need to turn that down. It's probably not as loud for you, but it's really loud for me. It's right there in a golden retriever's name. I mean, golden retrievers can be trained to go into the fridge and retrieve beverages. Sam Wonk says, I went to look up nerd discourse, but there was some, and it made me So tired. Oh no. What was today's nerd discourse? The only nerd discourse I've seen today is the internet being bonked on the head and sent to horny jail for tall vampire Resident Evil lady. Oh. IOI's servers couldn't handle launch day. Ah, yes. You can trade proof of promises for Oathkeeper at the Moogle shop. Battle gates have appeared across the worlds. Inside await them powerful foes. Powerful foes. KH3 Battlegate Guide. Battlegate locations. There we go. Battle gates will transport you to familiar lands where combat is the name of the game. There you'll encounter all manner of adversaries waiting to teach you the meaning of despair. But if you prevail, you'll be rewarded with battle experience. No, I won't, because I'm already max level. And photogenic qualities as well. Do I need a guide? Honestly, the reason for pulling up the guide was for the purpose of knowing where all the battle gates are with minimal effort. World map, yes. So, battle gate location number 1, Mount Olympus. The nearest fast travel point is Summit. Summit. Let's go. Aqua must have a heart of steel to go more than 10 years without a friend. More than 10 years without a friend. It's just no good. Poor Aqua. All right.
Oh boy, let's go!
From here, we go up the stairs. Hello, just joshing with you. How's it going? The realm of the gods. The realm of the gods. Ah, that looks like a battle gate right there. We finished the game yesterday. What are we doing today, if not DLC? We are doing battle gates and secret reports. Powerful adversaries lie beyond this gate. Enter and meet them in battle. Yes! Oh no. I'm in trouble.
Back off! Back off!
Jeez, how are we gonna get out of this one, guys?
Back off! Back off! Back off! Thunder! Back off! Back off!
Well, this would be an incredibly efficient way to grind XP, it turns out.
Back off! Take this for you! Mosquito running! Yeah! Yeah! See ya! Yeah!
All right, we got a fire cufflink. We got secret report 1. All right, that's Battlegate 1. Zapty, I know you said it. I was saying I made that comment as a joke for the purpose of antagonizing chat. Battlegate number 2, Mount Olympus, fast travel point Apex. Why would that antagonize chat? Because you told me repeatedly and at length yesterday that it would be much easier, yesterday and the day before, that it would be much easier to farm XP using the battle gates.
Come on, fellas.
Apex. How quickly will we finish this? It is possible that today may be a short stream. I'm not promising anything. I'm not promising anything. We'll see.
Come on, fellas.
All right, through the door. Ooh.
Back off. Back off. Take this.
Hot dang.
Try this.
Remember when I didn't use ultimate form during boss battles at all yesterday?
See ya.
Ah, now we have a Cosmic Belt Plus. And Secret Report 2. All right, Battlegate 3. Twilight Town. Right outside the old mansion.
Come on, fellas.
It's true, we literally did not have time to activate it. Because the shot lock was so OP. Where am I going? I can never... The layout of these screens bothers me a little bit, because I can never tell where going left and right will take me. Just joshing with you in chat. Says, wait, are the final bosses really that easy? Zandai reminds, they are at level 99 with Ultimate Weapon. That looks like an ingredient. This looks like a good place to find some ingredients. I attacked the battle gate.
Back off. Back off. Back off. Strike.
Hey, it's one of these guys.
Back off. It's over.
That was uncalled for. There we go. Ooh, an evanescent crystal. How did the three of you manage to put those messages in chat in a row in ostensibly the correct order? All right, Battlegate 4 is in the toy box. Fast travel point, Kid Corral. Hey, we got the Oathkeeper. Light form, double form 0 KP. What does OKP mean? Double form Oathkeeper. Oh, Oblivion has its own double form. Okay. I still don't know what a double form is. Quick Slash. Flash Step. Radial Blaster. Aerial Sweep. Aerial Dive. Where did all those new abilities come from? Last Charge. You want me to equip Focus Siphon? All right, we're headed to the toy box next. Lower vents. Kid Corral, let's go. Let's motor. Or in the words of the immortal Cloud Strife, let's mosey.
Come on, fellas.
Boop. Yes.
This town ain't big enough. Back off. Strike.
Oh, that did some damage.
Back off. Back off. Thunder.
Oh, I actually ran out of MP. Heaven forbid. Alright, I need to try bonking things with the Oathkeeper. Oh, I guess I have to fully max out Oathkeeper's level too, don't I? How does one get Oblivion in this game?
Oh boy, let's go!
Workshop. Keyblade Forge. Beat it on critical? Oh. Well, that's rude. Presumably you can do it as a New Game Plus, though, right? No! Wellspring Crystal! My arch nemesis, the Wellspring Crystal, indeed. La 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 la.
Come on, fellas.
Sora, not classic tone. Favorite deputy. Hey guys, get over here.
Back off.
Wellspring Crystal. I'm looking for more just because better safe than sorry.
Back off.
There we go. Now I have two.
Back off. Strike. Here we go.
Wellspring Stone. Ah, here we go. Just hanging out in Ultimate form. Ultima did not need upgrades. Ultima came fully leveled.
Back off.
In New Game Plus, you have to upgrade it. Boo.
Danger detected.
I love how little
On wheels to roundhouse.
MP a Thundaga uses now.
Back off. Back off.
Hello, Cuttlefish Man. How is the post game so far? Fairly trivial. Where is our next Battlegate location? Toy Box Lobby. Sure, there's Battlegates here, but that wouldn't be doing them in order. So I went and got 2 Wellspring Crystals. And if I need more than 2 Wellspring Crystals to take the Oathkeeper to max level, I'm in trouble.
Oh boy, let's go!
Oh. There's no Moogle here. Oops. G-Dwarf calling me out. Quoting me as saying, I am as powerful as Sora can be, and for some reason the game is no longer difficult. It's a mystery! Oh, apparently I got 3 Wellspring Crystals. Oh! Lucky! Lucky, lucky! Am I gonna max all the Keyblades? No. Just the ones I'm using.
Come on, fellows!
The Chivo was just for maxing one of them. There isn't a Chivo for doing them all. Oh, hey, it's these guys.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Take this!
Oh, I still have the favorite deputy equipped. Whoops! You know, I do remember when these guys tore me in half. Here's light form, just so that we get to see it. Maybe we'll get to see second form as well. Ah! I see! Let's see what the, Sick! Sick. Wait, why am I on the... I really ought to re-equip that to the Keyblade I want. Okay, sure. Why not? All right, so that was Battlegate 5. Palm of your hand selfie pose unlocked. A new selfie pose.
Oh boy, let's go!
Cheese! Yeah!
Goofy got in my, There we go. All right, not a select an area. World map. We're going back to the world map. So I don't know if everybody saw, I posted this to the Discord, but the new Bond movie, No Time to Die, has been delayed until October 8th of next year. Graham and I were so worried. Sorry, of this year, 2021. But Graham and I were so worried that we were going to be late for the release of No Time to Die. We were like, oh, we just can't get these episodes out fast enough. And, yeah, October 8th of 2021. I don't know, it's still 2020 to me. It's still March of 2020. You should know that that's my reference point when I say things like next year. All right, this is the quarry. I need the quarry. Quarry? Oh, wildflower clearing. Anyhow, October seems borderline reasonable for a movie to come to theaters. All right, from here, we are headed to the area where I fought the chariot, which I guess is probably in this direction. Whee! So long, bitrate. It was nice to know ya. Nope, I went the wrong way. Sweet, I'm just awesome at video games. I do like this little flower field, though. It's pretty. In retrospect, the part of the level with all the rocks being the direction that I wanted to head does make sense, and probably would have been the Had I considered that, it probably would have been fairly obvious to me which way I wanted to go. There it is. Oh, it's this thing. All right, then.
It's over.
Let's just see how much damage I can do.
Take this. It's over.
Do 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 do. Oh, this fight is still on. Ah, I understand. Well, here I thought I had outwitted the fight. Haha, you wanted me to actually participate. But that was foolish.
Back off.
Illusory crystal. Secret Port 6. All right, our next destination is the tower. We're headed to the tower. Flynn was indeed trying to ride a barrel at it. But it turns out that riding a barrel at things is remarkably powerful. I gotta fix my t-shirt. There we go. All right, there's a save point. To the tower. What is this, Destiny? Are all the companions now level 99? I believe they are. Donald and Goofy are certainly. Yes. Ah, he's now Eugene. He's named Eugene in the UI. Is also level 99. All right, so from here, we are going just outside the tower.
Back off.
Hello, Battlegate. Hang a right, ignore the flan. Hang a right, ignore the flan. Find it near a lake. There it is. Did you just say you picked on the wrong handsome bros?
Strike! Back off! Back off! Make way! Coming through!
Oh, rogues.
So long! Take this! Back off! Try this!
I am the most powerful being in this universe. You don't get to hit me. That's not allowed.
Take this! Go! My shield's ready! Yeah!
One thing I kind of love about all this, like, endgame equipment is, you know for a fact that only a tiny fraction of the audience even sees this content of the game, but they put so much into the, like, the Ultima weapon animations. And it's good. Like, it's a great payoff for having done all that. But well, yes, a lot of people see it, but it is the case with any game that only a fraction of the audience gets to the end of it. But it's a nice reward for the people who do. All right, we're off to Monstropolis next. Embark. Monstropolis. What location are we going to? Battlegate 8, Monstropolis. Fast travel point, Door Vault. That's 6. So it's this one. Let's go. We are going to the tank yard. This is where I need to get a photo of the demon tower.
Oh boy, let's go!
Now I need to remember which way the tank area is.
You know, we have you guys to thank for saving.
Which world was my favorite one?
Couldn't ask for better friends.
I'd taunt chat and say Arendelle.
Back off!
Whoops. Okay, let's get out of... Let's see. see. There we go. Got it.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off!
Another illusory crystal. And secret report number 8. Oh, that's the only one in Monstropolis. Huh. Blue Magic Danny says, I feel like Demon Tower has fought Sora more than Xehanort at this point.
Don't worry, the fight
Can
has
you
been
really
out for a
call that
while.
a fight, though?
Back off!
Generally speaking, a fight requires 2 combatants.
Back off!
I believe what we witnessed was a murder.
Come on!
Alright, let's save again. Back into this save file.
Fellows!
World map, yes. Embark. Arendelle. We are going to fast travel point the Gorge. We must gorge ourselves. Yeah, I agree that that San Francisco is kind of the pits. Just in terms of its like world layout. Okay, from here it says enter
You know, from here we might be able to reach that map.
the ice cavern. And then take the elevator. Middle tier. Head straight up to the large room. Sure. Think. Presumably it's in this room? I feel like I've been misled by this guide.
Back off!
What the heck? You. The middle tier. Alternatively, maybe I just didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe this will take me where I'm meant to go. Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try going up the stairs near the elevator. That is what I will do. What stairs?
Back off! Back off!
I don't think it's supposed to be in any of these side rooms. That's the way we came in.
Yeah.
This room is a dead end also. Hello, DR Fox.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Back off!
Battle gating has been going quite well until now.
Back off!
There's an elevator in that room. Okay. We can try that one. Phew. Oh, this is almost certainly it. That was the solution. There were just 2 elevators. We are currently on number 9.
Back off!
I know what room I'm looking for in terms of what shape and what size and shape it is. So it's just a matter of getting to it.
Back off!
There it is. Yes.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Back off! Strike!
Ah, heck.
Yeah! Take this!
God, I earned my MP back so fast now. It's great.
Back off! Back off!
Oh, heck, it's one of those things. No, you stay away. You make me feel very bad. I refuse.
Take this!
Dang it! An evanescent crystal. Crystal? Why can I never talk on stream? I start streaming and my ability to formulate coherent sentences just dissolves.
Heal!
Whoops. All right, where's next? The Caribbean. On the Huddled Isles. Carsman just wants to see what the finisher of Ultimate Form looks like. The High Seas. Huddled Isles. Do we have a Huddled Isles? Huddled Isles! Alright, this is what the guide said to do. Was to face my ship, jump into the air, and fly until there was a place to land.
Crabs, here, located, found.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! We're losing altitude.
Yeah.
All right, reading this. Until you find a cave. But it didn't say underwater. It just said until you find a cave. This looks cave-like. There it is. That's well hidden. Technically, I think flying in the leftward direction would have been more efficient. But the guide said fly right. Does this cave look familiar? Should it? Oh, this is where I got my ship. Okay. Sure. Here's the finisher. Yeah, that's quite finishy.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Yeah!
All right, that was Battlegate 10. The yoink selfie pose unlocked. What does the yoink selfie pose look like?
Let's see.
Ah!
How's this? Goofy enough for you?
I am crushing your head. I am crushing you. Crush, crush.
Sora?
Yeah! Yeah!
All right, well, that was fun.
Okay, we're off.
Cancel. We should now be at the beach. Yeah. Whee! All right, from here, we're headed to San Francisco. We are going to the North District Day. North District Day. All right, so we're looking
Come
for
on,
the
fellas.
train tracks. Fancy Frenchman, we beat the story last night. So we're in post-game now. Oh, this probably would have been a pretty good farming battle game, wouldn't it?
Back off! Got him! Back at you!
Blue Magic Danny says, he's a big guy. For you. For you. That's not
Oh boy, let's go!
at all a troubling text message to receive from a number I've never seen before. Let's just delete that. Pardon me? No, I just got I assume it was a scam message. It was a message that had my name in all caps. Just said Matt from a number I didn't recognize. It said Matt Wiggins : and an IP address. I don't know. I was not going to click the IP address in a text message from a number I don't know. Wait, why is it night now? All right, but we are looking for that building right there, I think. Which Utada song is my favorite? Probably Simple and Clean. That spooked me for a sec. I thought that was a boss waiting for me.
Back off!
Wow, I bet I get a lot of Wellspring Crystals from this fight.
Back off! Back off!
Are you ready, sir?
Thunder!
Do we have any enemies left? Fancy Frenchman, yes, we are maximum level. We're level 99, which is as high as the levels go in this game. Yes, that would be the gate you farm crystals at, clearly. All right, what's next? Ah, we're off to the Keyblade Graveyard next.
Come on, fellas. Yeah, yeah.
All right, where am I fast traveling to?
Sure are a lot of walls.
This, the most important battle gate.
Back off! Back off! Back off! Take this!
Is there a gate at Scala at Calum? I don't think so. I just wanted to do that one for fun. That was strictly for my own amusement. Since we're in the Keyblade Graveyard and doing gates. Alright, this one, I'm supposed to go
So
here and then
much
go
has
south.
happened here.
There we go, it's blue. Two-star difficulty. Have we seen a 3-star difficulty one yet? Oh hey, it's a T-Rex. No!
So long!
There we go.
See ya!
Ah! Celestrade grants a small boost in strength, a moderate boost in magic, and a slight boost in maximum AP. All right, so this one, we go back to the save point, and then we head north. This is gate 14. I mean, I guess it's 15 if you count the stupid one. There it is. This appears to be the only 3-star difficulty battle gate. good music.
It's over.
All right, 3 health bars. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Uh-oh.
So long.
There we go. Rude. He made me bleed my own blood.
Back at you. Got him. Try this.
Oh, I caught him in the transform sequence. That was good.
Yeah, see ya. Yeah.
There we go. Crystal Regalia grants a huge boost in strength and magic and a small boost in maximum AP. The finger smack selfie pose. The finger smack.
Gosh, so much has happened here.
Hang on with it.
All right, let's check out that accessory and see what it's better than. Ah. Also, I have the wrong second Keyblade equipped. I wanted the little fade. Oh, I never did take a look and see if I had any power-up items. Did I? Oh, no, I did. All right, cool. All right, so, question. Are there any other bosses? Or is that it until the DLC? That was the post-game boss? Okay. All right. That's fine. It's hilarious, but it's fine. It's all right. We still have more to do. It is dramatic reading time. What trophies am I missing? We can go through that. I can show you. One of them is beat the game on critical. But if we go... I don't remember where the trophies menu is. Kingdom Hearts trophies. So, we are missing the platinum, obviously. Complete the synthesis section of the gummy phone. Complete the game record section of the gummy phone. Use the gummy ship to obtain 20 unique treasures. A hidden trophy. Destroy the Schwarzgeist, menace of the ocean between. Score at least 12 million points in Virum Rex. Score at least 70,000 points in Festival Dance. 600,000 points in Frozen Slider. Get an A rank on both Flash Tracer courses. Sink 200 ships in the Caribbean. Earn an excellent while preparing every type of cuisine. And that's it. Oh yeah, we never did go fight the gummy boss in the vortex, did we? Which region of space was that in? There's the vortex. You can travel no further. Oh. I'm totally in the wrong area, aren't I? I need a higher speed. Insufficient fast. I just can't dash in. Here we go.
Huh? I think it's hostile.
Huh. Schwarzgeist. Holy God, that did a lot of damage. All right, note to self, don't get hit. Claw balls. Wait, how did I come back from the dead? Oh, a Kupo coin. I accept that as an answer. This thing does not take damage easily. Wow. All right, I need to come back and try this with a different equip. This seems totally doable if I do it with like shields. Maybe I don't even need shields. Maybe I need a repair kit. Ooh! Gummy editor. Wait, hold on. Ah! That's not what I want. I want to embark from here. That's what I'm looking for. No. Setup. Special weapon. Repair kit. Begin voyage. Yes. Do I have a better ship? This is the second best ship in the game. There we go.
Huh? I think it's hostile.
This ship isn't hideous. It's a 9-hander. It's thematically appropriate for this boss fight. Ow. Oh, Lord. All right, 1 health bar down. Ow. Uh-oh. Yikes! All right, 2 health bars down. Ow. Wow, I took a walloping there. Okay. Don't laser right through me, please. 3 health bars down. Oh, we did it again. Wow. That was just mean. Yikes. All right, last health bar. All right, I survived that one. Great. we go, here we go, here we go. This looks terrifying, like... Ah! I thought so. It has another form. And it's tough to hit. There we go. It was so tiny. There we go. Golden High Wind. I got the best ship. Just in time. Oh, I have the Schwarzgeist as well. Aw, a little tiny baby Einhanders. Amazing. Did we beat all the gummy bosses in the final gummy area? Yes, we had to in order to get the ultimate weapon. Fabulous. It's so doofy, I love it. Whee! All right, chat. We have the secret reports to read, so I need you all to pick what region of the game you want as background music. Have I ever played Elite Dangerous? I've played a little bit of Elite Dangerous. Scala Kylum seems reasonably appropriate, I guess. All right, well, that was fun. That or Monstropolis. we go.
Shower.
Gummy phone. Presumably under game records. Apparently not. Secret reports. Helps if I read. I'll need to do the voices again. Yes, reading the screen explains the screen. Recollections. Am I alive? I awoke in a cell, alone, until the researchers came with their tests and their prodding to uncover my identity. I had no answer to offer them. 4 friends and a key that is the sum total of my memory. I could not even recall my name. I was simply called X there. My only solace was the time I spent talking with the 2 boys who would visit from time to time. One day, a man came to take me from the prison. I could not see him for the darkness, save that he wore an eye patch. Even now, years on, I feel no closer to understanding who or what I am. May my heart be my guiding key. Unknown. All right, so this is Subject X. Mark of Mastery Journal. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Ericus asked for leave to undertake the same pilgrimage, but apparently I am the first to tour the worlds written of in the old fairy tales. Until a few short years ago, I'd known only my own world, a speck of land surrounded by sea. But how I'd dreamed of, yearned for the world beyond, and granted guidance from the future, I left that nest behind. As I treaded the path to my master's side, I came in contact with darkness in many forms. I knew even then, as by instinct, terrifying as its power was, it could be harnessed, mastered. Ericus is a blue blood, descended from the very first masters in the first age of fairy tales. But I did not come this far to indulge in adulation. I will be his peer, his equal, and to do that I must learn to wield the power born from both darkness and light in proper balance. Signed, Xehanort. Experiments of the Heart. On Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 1. Subject was found in the central square shortly after dawn. Female, approximately 15 years old. After 7 days' observation, she spoke her first words, but could not provide a name. Subject exhibits signs of profound amnesia and displays concern about which world this is. Her words suggest that she departed her homeworld with others, though she cannot recall the names of her erstwhile companions. All efforts to explore those memories have met with a rejection response. After his initial experiments on me, Ansem the Wise ceased his research into the heart, his hands stayed by some fear I cannot fathom. Yet this new subject is like me, devoid of memories. She is the perfect sample upon which to continue my master's work. She too would benefit from it. By traversing the heart, we have a direct path into memory. I myself have become to reclaim my lost past, thanks to these very experiments. Who is she? Whence has she come? These are the questions no scientist could ignore. And the words she muttered, "May your heart be your guiding key." Signed, Xehanort. Hello, Cameron. Hello, Raiders. Hello to the whole Cam fam. How's it going? It looks like there might have been a typo in that shout-out, as Cameron's Twitch channel came up as unknown Twitch channel. Playing Stellaris. Cool. I, too, have been flying through space. You have tuned in for what will no doubt be the most exciting part of your evening. Prepare for action and suspense as I dramatically read the secret reports from the journal at the very tail end of Kingdom Hearts 3. So, big spoilers, I guess. This is my my warning to you. But welcome, everybody, to those of you who are here already. Please go, if you're not already, I assume if you're here, you probably know who Cam is, and you probably already follow Cam. But if you don't, you should probably go and follow Cam, because Cam is awesome, and plays games like Stellaris and Destiny 2. Hello, Zenith Hellfire. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Zafty says, the spoilers here are basically impossible to understand if you don't know Kingdom Hearts. That is true. The spoilers contained within this journal are functionally inscrutable, even if you have been watching Kingdom Hearts 2. So, Subject X. We've been told that Subject X has not appeared on screen in a previous Kingdom Hearts game. We clarified that last night, was that Subject X had not appeared on screen in a Kingdom Hearts game, as far as we know. But the "May your heart be your guiding key" that Subject X has muttered, you have not seen her. Some of this only makes sense if you play the mobile game. Well, that's what I was about to get at, is the "May your heart be your guiding key" being the only thing she mutters implies to me that she's probably from at least the era of Union X. Like, if she is not one of the followers of the Master of Masters, and chat may be toying with me here, wherein appearing on screen could potentially mean something like she was wearing a mask in the Union X back cover video. But Zafty says we are not. Okay, so at the very least, she is from the times of back cover and Union X. We do not know who she is as a community. All right, so her identity has not been confirmed. And you all were saying that the identity of the nameless star is hinted at but not confirmed in Remind. Giving you a second to catch up here. And confirmed in Melody of Memory. Okay. All right, cool. For the people who just tuned in, since you all just got here, I'm going to go back to the start because we were not very far into the secret reports. So not that this will have much meaning for you, in all likelihood, but for the sake of you just arriving, I am gonna bump up to the beginning, and we'll start over because it's only a few paragraphs of dialogue, and then we can go from there. So everybody, buckle up, settle in, and here we go. All right, recollections. Am I alive? I awoke in a cell. until the researchers came with their tests and their prodding to uncover my identity. I had no answer to offer them. 4 friends and a key. That is the sum total of my memory. I could not even recall my name. I was simply called X there. My only solace was the time I spent talking with the 2 boys who would visit from time to time. The 2 boys in this case, we know to be Lee and Isa. Or it is implied to be Lee and Isa. One day, a man came to take me from the prison. I could not see him for the darkness, save that he wore an eye patch. Even now, years on, I feel no closer to understanding who or what I am. May my heart be my guiding key. Signed, unknown. The man with the eye patch. At this point in time, the man with the eye patch would have been Braig, though, would it not? He would not have been a nobody. Like, he would not have been nobodied yet. Eye patch is Braig, yeah. So that also means that the events of this note happen after the events of Birth by Sleep. Zigbar is easier to remember. I mean, given that we gave Braig the eye patch in Birth by Sleep, if he has an eye patch, it would have had to have happened after we met him in Birth by Sleep. I mean, it has to have happened during the events of Birth by Sleep. During to after. There was a point halfway through Birth by Sleep where Braig didn't have an eye patch, and thus would not correspond to this note. All right, cool. Moving on. Secret Report 2. Mark of Mastery Journal. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. I should try and get gravelier for this, now that we know who's writing it. Eric has asked for leave to undertake... No, I'm not going to be able to maintain that. To maintain... Eric is... Oh, this is young Xehanort, though, so I don't have to get gravelly. Some days have passed since I set off on my journey to prepare for the Mark of Mastery examination. Ericus asked for leave to undertake the same pilgrimage, but apparently I am to be first to tour the worlds written of in old fairy tales. Until a few short years ago, I'd known only my own world, a speck of land surrounded by sea. But how I dreamed of, yearned for the world beyond, and granted guidance from the future, I left that nest behind. As I treaded the path to my master's side, I came in contact with darkness in many forms. I knew even then, as by instinct, terrifying as its power was, it could be harnessed, mastered. Ericus is a blue blood, descended from the very first masters in the age of fairy tales, but I did not come this far to indulge in adulation. I will be his peer, his equal, and to do that I must learn to wield the power born from both the darkness and the light in proper balance. Experiments of the Heart. Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 1. Subject was found in the central square shortly after dawn. Female, approximately 15 years old. After 7 days' observation, she spoke her first words, but could not provide a name. Subject exhibits signs of profound amnesia and displays concern about which world this is. Her words suggest that she departed her home world with others, though she cannot recall the names of her erstwhile companions. All efforts to explore those memories have met with a rejection response. After his initial experiments on me, Ansem the Wise ceased his research into the heart, his hands stayed by some fear I cannot fathom. Yet this new subject is like me, devoid of memories. She is the perfect sample upon which to continue my master's work. She too could benefit from it. By traversing the heart, we have a direct path into memory. I myself have begun to reclaim my lost past, thanks to these very experiments. Who is she? Whence has she come? These are questions no scientist could ignore, and the words she muttered. May your heart be your guiding key. Yes, that would have been Terranort. Plus, he's already being experimented on by Ansem the Wise at this point. So, Experiments of the Heart, Notes on Subject X, Excerpt 2. Subject's memories have not returned, and our conversations remain less than lucid. What fragments can be gleaned evoke a bygone world, like one out of fairy tales. As improbable as it seems, the question may not be where she has come from, but when. Whoops. If she truly has crossed through time, the prospect of probing her heart is all the more compelling. My pilot's studies used a handful of subjects, but none possessed the fortitude to endure them. Ultimately, all suffered from mental collapse. I knew it would be a heavy blow to lose a subject as unique as she. Upon discovering the tests I've been conducting, my master demanded that I cease my work immediately and destroy what research I have compiled. Worse still, he ordered the release of my remaining subjects. She is gone. Where is Subject X now? Has wise Master Ansem hidden her away? Whatever the case, I will not be deterred. I will take her place as the first subject in the grand experiment to come. Again, signed Xehanort. Memoirs, Excerpt 1. Alright, just so that I know who it is. Memoirs, Excerpt 1. That castle was a wonderland to us children. Within its walls, Ansem the Wise conducted his research, and the fruits it bore allow everyone outside to live in peace and happiness. That alone was enough to stoke our interest, though not all of the rumors that escaped its walls were so benevolent. By night, the muffled sounds of human wails emerged. There was talk of dangerous human experimentation. Lee and I couldn't help but hatch a plot to steal inside and sate our curiosity. The two who stood guard at the gates were researchers themselves, though you wouldn't think it to see them. Massive and barrel-chested as they were, and slipping past that duo was only the first hurdle. It proved one not easily cleared. We were found and tossed out on our ears time and time again. On the day we finally secured our entry, we descended the long spiral stair at the heart of the castle to find a dark space below it lined with cages. There wasn't light enough to see if they were inhabited, and we were in no position to call out to any occupants within. Yet we could feel it, a definite presence there in the black. Terror washed over us, and we immediately regretted coming. But just as we turned to flee, we heard the faintest of voices. The urge to run was nigh overpowering, but someone or something beckoned us on. There, framed by a tenuous sliver of light, we found her. Signed, Sykes. Memoirs, Excerpt 2. It was too dim to make out her features. We spoke to her in hushed whispers. Was she? Why was she imprisoned here? She had no answers for us, had no memories at all. She was an enigma, but I knew I wanted to help her. And so we continued our infiltrations. Most of them stopped short at the castle gates. When we did manage our way inside, we spoke with her. That was all the comfort two children like us could offer. But Lee had other ideas. He was determined to free her. We slipped into the castle that day, knowing only that we wanted, with all of our hearts, to save her. But we did not find her inside on that day, or the next, or any of our subsequent visits. Had she been moved? Had we simply imagined her? Lee and I knew there was only one way to be certain, and so we stand before the castle gates today, not as trespassing children, but in order to become Ansem the Wise's newest apprentices. On the replica program and reanimation. Can I do a Vexen voice? Netty471, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. can I do a Vexen voice? Is a good question. Now I'm just struggling to remember what Vexen sounds like. Following my erasure and recompletion as a human, I did not awaken right away. Perhaps the damage was exceptionally grave. Even after waking, I remained in bed, pondering my next course of action. In my work on the replica program for the organization, I produced some 20 vessels. Most of the early results were failures, not one of them granted a number. The first success to emerge from that early lot was the Riku replica. Subsequently, Shion, number I, was essentially indistinguishable from a natural human, though she became unstable due to the influence of others. Using those two as my foundation, I worked to construct a number of nigh-perfect replicas, but just as they neared completion, my efforts were cut short. I suspect Xehanort aims to use both the initial lot as well as the unused replicas from my later work. I arose today and decided to walk out to the square, my first outing in some time. Yet my stroll was interrupted when a surprising visitor appeared with an unexpected offer. Though younger than me, he'd risen to become Xemnas' right hand. I accepted his terms and became a nobody once more, easier to gain access to the old replica program that way. Whatever it takes to atone. Signed, Vexen. The real organization. That's the best I can do for Vexen. Xehanort seeks to gather 12 vessels, which, together with his true, actual self, he considers the real Organization 13. Now that he has the numbers he needs, Demix and I are being treated as reserves. Several others who served Xemnas in the old organization have followed the same course as mine, electing to abandon their newly restored humanity and rejoin the real organization as nobodies. But not Xemnas. Xemnas cannot exist in the present because there is already a Xehanort here, the old man in charge. The old man's humanity prevents his heartless and nobody, others vanquished in the past, and his... Whoops. There we go. The old man's humanity prevents his heartless and nobody, others vanquished in the past, and his younger self from being denizens of this time. To circumvent this, Xehanort is using the prototype replicas I created in the past as containers, plucking his other selves' hearts from the time they existed. Xehanort ordered me to refine the prototypes, to make them closer still to the real thing. Perfecting my creations so they may house true flesh and blood humans suits my purpose as well. All that remains for my atonement is to devise a way to pass on as many of the vessels as I can to those who truly deserve them. Yenzo? What does Yenzo even sound like? Kind of broody. Young, but not that young, and a little broody. Okay, I remember which one Yenzo is now, so that's good. I have pored over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here I offer my preliminary conclusions. Oh, right! Yenzo sounds like Sora. Not Sora. Yenzo sounds like, Lion King. Simba. He sounds like Simba from the Lion King world in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, he does. I mistook his actor for being the same guy. It's not. but they sound quite a lot. They're like quite a lot alike. He has this like tone to his voice. That I'm not going to be able to replicate at all. A little breathy. Yeah. I have pored over the data my master entrusted to Riku. Here I offer my preliminary conclusions. Within Sora's heart are three compartmentalized boxes, each containing the heart of another. One box holds Roxas. Another holds a second heart that has been with Sora nearly as long. The third has held its heart for much longer. These hearts have melded with Sora's and no longer have voices of their own. Any attempt to mechanically extract them could prove as dire for Sora as what caused him to become a Heartless in the first place. First, a vessel for each heart must be readied. Then a spark of some sort is required to induce its waking. Obviously, the ideal solution is to restore each heart to its own body, but whatever the case for the two unknown individuals, Roxas possesses no such thing. The same is true for Naminé, who we believe resides in Kairi's heart. Still, if alternate bodies can be secured for them, all their hearts require to be awakened is that spark, people they cared for, and who cared for them, who can show them the way home. Complete and perfect digitalization of the heart is impossible. We can only hope to partially reconstruct it. Thus, I see no way forward but to extract the hearts we so desperately need from within Sora. Fortunately, the data stored in Twilight Town contains a near-perfect record of the memories of those who lived there, and for Roxas and Naminé especially, this is crucial. Signed, Enzo. Doing this voice makes me lightheaded because it's so breathy. I'm moving so much air to do that. Ansem, Code Conspectus, Excerpt 2. As for how to contain their hearts, the only conceivable option is the replicas. If we transfer in the digital memories from the Twilight Town archive, the replicas should be able to reconstruct each individual's human appearance with near-perfect results. Then their hearts need only the right spark to wake them, and so they may find their way out of Sora and Kairi and into those newly made bodies. The replica program was truly revolutionary, but it was incomplete at the time of the old organization's dissolution. Without Evan, how are we to further the research? We need at least 3 replicas, one for Roxas, one for Naminé, and one for the unknown stowaway within Sora's heart. These are difficult quandaries, but as I work through my master's data, I find myself remembering the taste of ice cream. When I was a boy, he would bring me some when we took walks together. There will be time to regret my betrayal later. For now, my focus must be on restoring Roxas and Naminé and proving my master had good intentions. All right. Observations, Excerpt 1. By Unknown, so I can read this one in my own voice. And breathe. This is Lushu? So Zigbar... What does Zigbar sound like? A surfer dude. All right, observations, excerpt 1. I have seen it through. The Keyblade War unfolded exactly as written on the lost page. Now the Keyblade Master, entrusted to me, must be bequeathed to another. 5 Union leaders have been chosen from the surviving dandelions. I will pass the Keyblade to one of them, and then continue watching the future unfold. Yet it seems that someone has pulled the old switcheroo. One of the 5 is an imposter, someone the Master did not choose. They represent a virus in the program he so carefully wrote. The virus has begun a strange undertaking, a reckless plot to allow the 5 to escape into another world line. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the dandelions to transfer to other world lines after the Keyblade War. But these children are no masters. They haven't the means. Unless, of course, a certain lady of magic summoned here from the future knows more than I do. The whole Union leader thing was supposed to be by the books. Are these new events just another phase in the Master's grand plan? This is stuff Union X is still resolving. Okay, so I want to work through this one, having actually spent some time, like, figuring this out. So, Keyblade War unfolded exactly as written on the lost page. Now the Keyblade Master entrusted to me must be bequeathed to another. The Keyblade the Master entrusted to me must be bequeathed to another. So, Master of Masters evidently gave a Keyblade to Lushu. I don't remember if we saw that. He did. Yes, it was the one with the eye. Right. He was like, you need to take the Keyblade and bequeath it to someone so that, yeah, it's no name, so that it can make its way into the future and I can see the future, so that I can rewrite, or so that I can write the prophecy, the book of prophecy. And Lushu was grossed out by the eye. That's right. Do we know? Did he give it to young Xehanort? Like, did he actually give it straight to Xehanort, or was there a chain of possession that led to Xehanort coming into possession of it at a later time? Karfma says unclear. Everybody else says no, because Xehanort is way down the timeline. So he gave it to someone we just don't know who. Unless we find that out in Union X, but... It is hanging in the room where the chess match happens, so at that point we can assume it's in the possession of Xehanort. Or about to become in the possession of Xehanort. Okay, so... Moving on. 5 Union leaders have been chosen from the surviving dandelions. Okay, so the dandelions were the spin-off Union, or the spin-off that we saw created by, what's her name, Ava, I guess. Was it Ava that bore the dandelions? Yes. Hey, look at that. I watched the movie good. All right. That's right. Ava made a special group. She sent them, she sent them away to not participate in the Keyblade War, didn't she? She was also the one that didn't show up at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Right. Although I was a little... How many followers were there? There were 4 that showed up, There was Lushu, who was Zigbar. Ava was 6, and then was Master of Masters 7? Or did he had 6 followers? Or did he have 7 followers? I don't remember. He had 6 followers. Okay, so he was the 7th in that group. So the only one of his original followers that didn't show up to meet with Zigbar at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 was Ava. I am definitely not going to be able to remember their names, so that is sort of beside the point. Ava, Gula, Envy, Aced, Lushu, and Unicorn Man. Okay, cool. Good. We're piecing things together. We don't know why Ava didn't make it, do we? At this point. Maybe it's revealed in a subsequent bit, but we don't know why Ava didn't make it yet. Correct. Okay. Is it conceivable? See, this is where I'm spinning out, like, theories, but trying to also remember all the information that you've alluded to. Because, like, my, like, is it conceivable is, was it Ava that was Subject X? Because we know that Subject X came from... It's possible. Because she was the youngest of the... That's the internet theory? Okay. The only thing that's weird about that is that the implication is that, like, Zigbar would have known Ava. She had 4 friends from that time period and had a Keyblade. Which one's Gula? I don't remember which one Gula is. Gula... Hearts. Gula's the youngest one, but Gula's... Sorry. Ava was the youngest female follower of the Master of Masters. Okay, so my supposition that Ava is so my supposition that Ava is the is Subject X is apparently one of the 2 floating theories. Okay. So, the only other important female character. There was one other following the Master of Masters. Alright. Good. As long as I'm, like, on track. Alright, so there additionally have been 5 union leaders selected. I'm sure that's important, but I don't know in relation to what yet. I will pass the Keyblade to one of them and then continue watching the future unfold, whatever. One of the 5 is an imposter. Someone the Master didn't choose. Dracus, the unknown heart that is in Sora was Shion. So the only thing that has me troubled about Zigbar was was that he... Because hold up. Scrolling back, that's Secret Report 11. Scrolling back to 3. Was it 3? It was one of Sykes' reports. Or was it 3? Subject was found. I could have sworn in reading these that it was Zigbar that found the girl. But perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps I'm, like, the first report. Oh, okay. So it was Zigbar that released her, not Zigbar that found her. Right. So it is still conceivable that Braig or Zigbar did know who she was, but, like, didn't interact with her until he freed her. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere. He also could have lied about it, granted. From a strict, like, setup and payoff point of view, Ava being Subject X does indeed seem very likely. In terms of, like, all the seeds they've planted. And as Zandai says, so Subject X clearly isn't Ava, because that's how the series works. It's a misdirect! Yeah, but it's Kingdom Hearts, so who knows. Alright, that's good. We've got that. We have a working theory developed from what we have seen that seems consistent with the material that we have been exposed to. All right, what else in here is interesting? So, one of the 5 Union leaders taken from the Dandelions. So this is a new set of 5 Union leaders. But one of them was not correct. This is where this is where things get a little dicey. This is just Union X stuff that I don't have any context for. Didn't we get a breadcrumb at some point that that some of the members of Organization 13 were, like, historically relevant? Yes. So is the implication here that it's the Demyx, Luxord, Marluxia, Larxene, and one other, presumably? So is the implication here that the 5 Dandelion leaders are those 5? And one of them's not even supposed to be here today? And Demyx, that's right. Oh, okay, we know who the Dandelion leaders are. And we know they are not. Okay. Okay, so just from piecing together what a dozen different people are saying in chat. Am I watching a summary of the story of Union X so far? No, we just watched back cover as part of the franchise playthrough. I'm just trying to piece together what we know from what I have available. But I have not seen anything from Union X. So, piecing together what chat has said, we know that one of the original 5 Organization 13 members has was it the ability to use the Keyblade? Back cover, ironically, doesn't cover enough of the Union X plot anymore. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. There are 5. One of them's not supposed to be here today. They are not the Organization 13 members, as chat has confirmed, despite the fact that there are 5 of them. The virus has begun a strange undertaking, a reckless plot to throw the 5 to allow the 5 to escape into another world line. Which presumably means, like, alternate dimensions in the time travel sense. So the Book of Prophecy tells the future of this one particular timeline. Something like that. Don't worry about it for now. Okay. It's unclear. That's fine. Surely such a thing can't be possible. We're talking about the same trick that allowed the Dandelions to transfer to other world lines after the Keyblade War. Right, which was covered in Union X. Or rather, which was covered in back cover. Because Ava did tell the Dandelions they were going to do that. And then they haven't the means unless, of course, a certain lady of magic summoned here from the future knows more than I do. Which has to be Maleficent, right? Okay, so that is Maleficent. So Maleficent's magic, apparently, Ultimecia, yeah. So Maleficent's magic somehow has given them the power to scatter to alternate world lines, whatever that means. The whole Union Leader thing was supposed to be by the books. Are these new events just another phase in the Master's grand plan? And that's the question. Is this foretold? Is this according to plan or not? This is supposed to explain how she returned in Kingdom Hearts 2. She just time travels, comes from other world lines, whatever that means. All right, we can move on to another one. This is still Zigbar, apparently. Right, and Lucio doesn't know because he doesn't have the book. That much I know. All right. So, moving on. Even on a world line with no Keyblade War, peace is but a dream. In the absence of us and our master, a darkness arrived, one that shall surely lead the world to yet another demise. Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my keyblade to one of the Union leaders, just as the master instructed. I watched as the 5 were sent to another world line, at no small cost, ensuring the line of keyblade wielders will live on. And now, keybladeless, I must depart this land to fulfill my final task. This means casting my own body aside and sojourning my heart in vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. But I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one unto the next. In time, be it years or decades, centuries or millennia, I will meet the 5 once more. Somewhere in this cyclical history of bequeathings, a chosen one will appear and reenact the Keyblade War. When this scapegoat arrives and takes my Keyblade in hand, that will be the time to take the stage and finish my role. The Lost Masters will awaken. Okay, and so that's what we saw happen at the end of, that's what we saw at the end of, Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes. My read of that is that this is Lushu talking about hopping bodies to stay alive, as Xigbar stated that he had done at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. And the Lost Masters awakening is what we saw happen at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, minus Ava, who didn't show up. Zandai says, ah yes, the Orochimaru method of immortality. The 4 masked dudes, technically the 5 masked dudes would be the Lost Masters in this case, yes? Okay, so there's a complication in this report that I'm trying to parse. We have the Lost Masters, who are the original 5 followers of the Master of Masters. We also have the 5, who are the 5 selected Union leaders born from the Dandelions. Chat says those are different groups of 5. Okay, continuing forward. Xigbar, or Lushu here, says, but I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one into the next. In time, be it years or decades or centuries or millennia, I will meet the 5 once more. That is referring to the 5 Union leaders, not the 5 followers, because he is referring to the 5. Not the Lost Masters. Diabore says the OGs. You think so? This 5 is the Lost Master? That doesn't... I mean, it could be a translation issue. No. He does say 5 capitalized, but it is capitalized up here. Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, just as the master instructed. I watched as the 5, capital F5, were sent to another world line, which is what was going to happen to the Union leaders. Not to the original Master of Masters followers. The Lost Masters, rather. So the structure of this paragraph says, Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, just as the Master instructed, and I watched as the Union leaders were sent to another world line at no small cost, ensuring the line of Keyblade wielders will live on. So the five in this... Yeah, there we go. The Dandelions versus the Lost Masters. So the five in this paragraph appears to be referring to the Dandelions, not the Lost Masters. An earlier Lucia report said he gave the name... It's literally the paragraph that's on screen. Amid the chaos, I bequeathed my Keyblade to one of the Union leaders, Dandelions, just as the Master instructed. I watched as the five, presumably Dandelions, were sent to another world line at no small cost, ensuring the line of Keyblade wielders will live on. And now, Keybladeless, I must depart this land to fulfill my final task. This means casting my own body aside and sojourning my heart in vessel after vessel, as many as it takes. But I will continue gazing upon each passing era, one into the next. In time, be it years or decades, centuries or millennia, I will meet the five Dandelions once more. That seems to be... It is ambiguous, because the subject of the paragraph changes in, like, is retconned, right? Because then he goes on and says, somewhere in this cyclical history of bequeathings, a chosen one will appear and reenact the Keyblade War. That's Xehanort. When this scapegoat arrives and takes my Keyblade in hand, still Xehanort, that will be the time to take the stage and finish my role. The Lost Masters will awaken. And so that the Lost Masters will awaken could be retconning the I will meet the five once more to mean the Lost Masters. But at every previous point in this entry, the five refers to the Dandelions. So the question born out of that is, has Xigbar already met the five Dandelions prior to the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 when the Lost Masters awaken? Unclear. Okay. Unclear is a fine answer. Although I think Azandai is sort of coming along on this journey with me, rather than, like, speaking with absolute knowledge. Only Nomura knows. The one that we're confused about, Roasted Gravy, is Secret Report 12. You're right, DR Fox. Probably not even Nomura knows. The thing that makes this impossible to like parse is that I don't know who the Dandelions are, because I don't know everything about Union X. But it would probably be easier for me to parse this if I knew who the five Dandelions were. Diabore says, I'd say he did meet the five before recalling the Masters, as he talks about his role, and you're not supposed to do that, so I assume he completed his role. DR Fox says, nah, not really. Okay. Well, alright, we'll watch the recap later so we get the picture. By then I won't remember this question, is the problem. I am okay with, if you wish, I am okay with you giving me the names of the Dandelions. The five. Okay. All right. Ephemer, Skuld, Lorium, Brain, and Ventus. Okay. So Lorium is Marluxia, sure. That makes sense. Ephemer we know, because we've seen Ephemer. Ventus we've seen. Brain. All right, Ventus, having been one of the dandelions, also makes sense in the context of him knowing who Chirithy is. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. Do I mean Brain or Brag? It does say Brain. Subject X is also possibly Skuld, but that's speculation. All right, cool. Cool. So, the fact that at least 3 of them are still around in modern times satisfies me. Again, in the context of, like, Brag having seen them all again. Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but at the very least, I'm willing to accept it because we've seen them floating around. We've seen 3 of them floating around. So, conceivably, I am willing to take this as making sense based on the things we've seen. All right, great. We can move on from Secret Report 12. Still Zigbar. It makes as much sense as confusing Kingdom Hearts nonsense usually does. I mean, it's at least somewhat consistent with the things we've seen on screen in a numbered Kingdom Hearts game, and as a consequence, I'm willing to accept it. All right, Observations, Excerpt 3. Spidey Gamer 2, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Okay. It seems this body, this name, will be my last. The lives I have lived over the ages could fill volumes, but for now I must focus on what matters most. The Keyblade has been successfully passed down, generation to generation, and it seems a Keyblade master devoted to the darkness may finally arise. Until now I have watched over the course of events from a distance. Perhaps the time has come to intervene. I need only play the role of a fool desirous of the Keyblade's power. I will don the mask of his ally in order to keep watch over my Keyblade from close by. The Gazing Eye, a Keyblade forged from the eye of the Master of Masters. He passed it to me as I have to others, and through it he can see the future. All that will ever come to pass. Spanning the ages and body after body, life after life, my task has been to keep vigil over the eye as it passes from hand to hand. It has been a long time, longer than I can express. But now, at last, the Keyblade War has begun, and Kingdom Hearts will open. A true and complete Kingdom Hearts, born of the clash between darkness and light. I will soon be reunited with my old companions, and in that moment, my long vigil will reach its end. He will return. Unknown. Alright. So Zigbar's whole deal is to bring back the Master of Masters. That's the goal. To bring the Master of Masters back, reunited with the followers, the Lost Masters, And, yes, and it seems from the Sora and Riku in Shibuya scene, it appears that he did it. But we don't have any context for that because that's inside a video game, as far as we know. Horus 5 cheered 300 bits. Thank you, Horus 5, for the 300 bits. Thank you for the cheer. Horus 5 says, okay, brain full on nonsense now, off to bed. Maybe I'll try to watch the VOD again in the morning and see if it makes more sense. All right, so Remind has some more info, but that is for tomorrow. That is for tomorrow, you're right. I'm not going to bite off Remind tonight, given that it's already 9:30. But it was fun, for at least some definition of fun, puzzling our way through this. Good night, DR Fox. But in the morning, it doesn't make more sense. It's true. Yes, also Shibuya, which is also a place in the world ends with you. So there are layers of, like, I'm looking forward to finding out more about the secret ending, I have to admit, because there are layers of confusion applied in that secret ending. Because we saw Yuzora there, and Yuzora is the main character of a video game. In the ostensibly, now I'm going to spin a thread. Yuzora is the main character in a video game in the Toy Story world, in the world line that Sora's whole team lives on, whichever world line that is. But I guess there is a question as to whether that world that is pictured in the video game is necessarily only a video. I mean, like, it could be a datascape. Maybe we got sucked into a Tron-like world. Yeah, I was very confused when I went to Toy Box and the Virum Rex video played. And then it was hilarious because it was a trailer for a video game. Spidey Gamer, I don't know what you're suggesting. I have beaten this game inside and out now. We're done. Taking aerial dodge doesn't help me. I had it. It could be a fourth completely different Shibuya. Toy Box being extremely plot relevant is the best gag. It is, kind of. So, anyhow, the gist of my confusion. Jibcat says, hi, I have very noob-specific questions. Shoot. From an aesthetic point of view, Virum Rex is just Final Fantasy 13 verses. If you subscribe to LRR, who streams on that? Instead of all the sub people. Lots of people do. But I don't know what that... I'm not sure of what the meaning of that question is. If you subscribe to LRR. The Loading Ready Run channel is the home for all of Loading Ready Run's, like, group content. And there are a bunch of shows that run on the Loading Ready Run channel that have individuals or combinations of individuals within. Longtime fan, first-time Twitch user. So what specifically are you asking? Do you just want to, like... Basically, everybody who is associated with Loading Rerun, save maybe me, does regularly stream in either an individual show or a combined show with other members of Loading Ready Run. I'm sort of an alumnus of Loading Ready Run. I don't know, you probably know me from Loading Ready Run content. I rarely show up in Loading Ready Run content because I don't live in Victoria anymore, and so as a consequence, it's very difficult for me to participate, but I do when I can do it digitally. So I have been in some like Squadron streams and some Among Us streams recently, Desert Bus. But yeah, basically everybody who's in the Loading Ready Run team does show up in Loading Ready Run videos from time to time. Yes, if you just got Prime, you get 1 free sub each month through Prime. So basically, you get a free $5 from Prime every month, and you can assign it to whoever you want. It does not auto-renew. So if you now we're just like Twitch helps Twitch tech support. But like basically, if you subscribe to somebody with your Prime, you can do that every month. No, it's all right. I'm making fun of you a little bit, but I like it's fine. I'm not concerned. You're not interrupting anything. We're pretty much wrapping up anyhow. But you can take your Prime sub and you can assign it to any one person you want. Like Twistitch just did, having now subbed for 2 months with Prime. Thank you, Twistitch. So the idea is that a Prime sub doesn't renew every month, so you have to reassign it each month. So this month you could give it to Cameron, for instance, and you would be subbed to Cameron's channel for a month, and then you could do something, you could give it to someone else, or you could re-up it with Cam, that kind of thing. If you are subscribing manually, like by paying for it, then that does automatically re-up each month. But you can do with if you are subscribing by paying, you can do that, and if you are not paying and you're just using your like that, there you go. Thank you, Jibcat. Well, if you're using Bezos bucks is the joke. But thank you, Jibcat. Hopefully that was a worthwhile experiment for you. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed Rewatch. I'm glad you enjoyed the Rewatch podcast. I had a blast doing it. Unfortunately, No Time to Die got delayed another 6 months. So it's going to be a little longer until we can do another episode. But hopefully, actually, I shouldn't promise because I haven't spoken to James about this yet. But the plan last James and I spoke was to do a new episode of Countdown to Infinity once WandaVision finishes. So, so hopefully I will at least have a podcast episode with James in a few weeks for WandaVision. So there'll be a little more Matt content with Loading Ready Run. Anyhow, this seems like as good a time as any for me to call it, since we have gotten through the secret reports, we have beaten the heck out of this game, and there's basically nothing left for us to do. So let's call it a night, I guess. Let's call it a night. Just to close out, Matt, any updated guesses on who Nameless Star is? I have no idea who Nameless Star could be. So, it's Megara. Like, Nameless Star being a character, like, It's Megara from Hades, specifically. Like, I don't know. All right. Question time for chat. Was there anything in the secret reports that tips information about who Nameless Star could be? Then no. I have... If it is the fact that there is nothing in the secret reports... Zandai says, I do actually think with the currently available information, it's not too hard to figure out the likeliest guess for who Nameless Star is. I have no idea how. I cannot even think. Knowing about story structure and whatnot. There's 5 people who had something to do with a star. So it's schooled. Anderson says, Matt, I am crushing you in this staring contest. You are losing so bad, and I am embarrassed for you. Thank you, Andrew. I'm glad to give you the satisfaction of beating the hell out of me in a staring competition. I like that chat just, like, did not even acknowledge my guess for who Nameless Star is. Zefty says, schooled? No. I don't know, it's Chirithy. Yeah, I know. Well, I know the assumption is that schooled is subject X if it's anyone, but like, I don't understand how we have the information to figure out who it possibly could be if they haven't appeared on screen and it's not present in the secret or in the secret reports. To guess who Nameless Star is, you would have to remember a very specific blink and you'll miss it shot. Okay, I definitely don't know. Because anytime they didn't appear on screen previous to Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's a blink and you'll miss it shot in Kingdom Hearts 3. I have no idea. I mean, part of the problem is that anytime there's a second of downtime, I'm having to look at chat, right? Like, I'm constantly disengaging from the game that's in front of me to look at chat. So if it was a look at you missed it scene that I could have, like, glimpsed it. What is in Kingdom Hearts 3 that we know will matter later in the franchise? The box? All right, we're going to just leave it. The only reason I keep talking about it is because I feel stupid for not being able to figure it out. But I think we should just leave it. I don't know, the video game is going to be important. Whatever it's called. Virus Rex, the video game, is going to be important. Was there a girl in the video game? Was there a female character in the video game? Is she the prevailing theory as to who Nameless Star is? Okay, cool. I'll be able to sleep tonight. All right, cool, great. It's pretty dumb. You're right. Okay, cool. I feel satisfied that I will be able to sleep tonight and it won't bother me all night. Andrew says, I feel kind of dumb for this, but why didn't it occur to me that of course there will be more Kingdom Hearts games? I just assumed 3 was the end and then never thought about it. Yeah, no. Melody of Memory is already out. And it apparently contains story content. All right. I'm going to call it there. This is it for the evening. We will be back tomorrow, same Matt time, same Matt channel, here on twitch.tv at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, playing more of Kingdom Hearts 3. But playing more of Kingdom Hearts 3, but tomorrow we are playing Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, the DLC. So I do hope you will tune in then. As always, thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It is a genuine thrill to stream for you each and every day, even when I'm sitting here scratching my head and squinting askance at you all. But thank you all for being here, as always, and I will see you back here tomorrow. In the meantime, if you don't already, you can follow me on twitter.com at twitter.com/Matt_LRR. You can catch out the you can check out the VODs over on YouTube, which I have linked for you helpfully in chat. And finally, if you are a subscriber, either new or long time, please join the Wiggins Community Discord by making sure that your Twitch account and your Discord account are linked in Discord's back end. That way, my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. Discord is trying, but not very effectively, to get me a Krups Waffle Maker sponsorship. I mean, not ineffectively. You are all buying Krups Waffle Makers, which is cool. But but you need to actually tell Krups that you're buying waffle makers on my recommendation, and and then tell them to sponsor me here. MysticMan89 says that's a rather specific and unusual thing to seek sponsorship for. It is, isn't it? I guarantee you there are like 2 things that have come up over the previous weeks that are going to require emotes when we have the chance to add new emotes to the pool. One of them is going to be a waffle, and one of them is going to be Star Wars related. But yeah, my two primary sponsorship requirements in the not too distant future is I'm gonna need I'm going to need a Krups Waffle Maker sponsorship, and I'm going to need a SodaStream sponsorship. And once I've got those sweet Krups and SodaStream dollars rolling in, you can bet that production quality on this stream will continue to improve. All right. That is it. Let's have a quick look and see who's online that I can throw to. I should probably not throw to Jordan tonight, as hilarious as it is to me. Throwing to Jordan will probably only serve to anger Jordan. So let's see who else is on. I know who we're going to raid tonight. We are going to raid Funko. El Funko. And chat, I want you to do me proud. Oh. Dang. Everybody hopped aboard the Funko train this evening. All right, cool. I was going to be like, can we get a rate of 69 viewers? But 106 is way better, so nobody leave. Angering Jordan is precisely the amusing part, but we did it last night, and I don't want to make him actually angry. Alrighty. Thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in this evening. I will see you back here tomorrow for Remind. Until then, have a great night.